This is fucking big for gamers, man.
So, for those of you that might have been online last night at 3 a.m. on the East Coast, you might have noticed that all of your PS4 trophies were wiped and labeled as PS3 games on your consoles. So, this issue has been resolved, but has sparked more backwards compatibility speculation regarding PS3 games and PlayStation. So, an issue with the PlayStation Network last night, at the time of recording this, caused PlayStation 4 trophies to temporarily disappear, with their titles appearing as PS3 games instead. So, trophy lists on both consoles and the PlayStation mobile app were only showing PlayStation 5 titles properly. All PS4 titles were showing 0% completion, with no titles shown and only a PS3 logo where the PS4 one should be. So this led to speculation again on social media that the issue could be part of an upcoming backwards compatibility update for the PS5. Now, PlayStation 3 games started appearing on the PlayStation 5 store last week, if you'll remember, Brett, amidst suggestions that Sony could unveil further backwards compatibility support for the console. When viewing a PS3 game on the PS5 store, the listing should direct you towards the PlayStation Now listing of the game. However, games such as Dead or Alive 5, Bejeweled, Prince of Persia, Forbidden Sands, and The Two Thrones, and similar listings started appearing natively on the PlayStation 5 console. The listing appeared following the discovery of a patent filed by PS5 system architect Mark Cerny, titled, quote, "Backward compatibility through the use of spoof clock and fine grain frequency control," close quote.
That sounds fake.
Natural Mark Cerny language, dude.
That sounds so fake.
My man is too smart for his own good. That sounds like something somebody would say in a sci-fi movie, like straight faced. We have to implement backward compatibility through the use of spoof clock and fine grain frequency control. Yeah. This naturally led to many spoof o'clock. Steven says in the chat. This naturally led to many to speculate that Sony finally developed a solution for older titles and could soon expand PS5's backward compatibility support, although this has not been confirmed. Now, Brett, last point. If you remember, back in December, there was a Bloomberg report which claimed that an Xbox Game Pass competitor service is being prepared by PlayStation, codenamed Spartacus, which is supposed to combine current PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now services, and it's expected to launch for PS4 and PS5 this spring, and was supposed to be structured across multiple payment tiers. So, here's what I want to tell you. PS3 backward compatibility is happening. PlayStation is developing a Game Pass competitor, and these will all launch together. And after the news of Activision Blizzard, they're going to get away with the payment tiers, and Brett, they're going to undercut the price on Game Pass.
Wow. That's big.
That's my opinion, by the way. That's not news.
So I want to point out a couple of things. So this is not the first time that PS3 games showed up on the PlayStation Store. Okay,
right. Correct.
It happened on the PlayStation 4 back in the day. It happened on PlayStation 5 even. And usually what that meant was it was a PlayStation Now title getting glitched and it showed on the PlayStation Store. Okay, This is not the first time.
Sure.
That being said, we do know, like you said, that they are about to unlaunch or unveil and launch this. They're about to unlaunch the Game Pass competitor, but there's even more news leaning towards the fact that this is coming very soon.
More.
There's reports that they are removing PlayStation Now cards from retail stores.
Yes, you're right.
Why else would you remove the opportunity to make money unless you were going to
create a new opportunity to make money via the same thing?
Yes. So, I mean, listen, they always said it wouldn't happen. They always said it couldn't be done. But if
they never tried hard enough.
They did not use spoof clock and fine grain frequency control, is what I'm telling you right now.
They didn't try hard enough before. And there wasn't a pressing or satiant issue for them to really do it. Even when Xbox just had their backwards compatibility program starting, which is awesome. There was no financial incentive to do that, right? There is now, because guess what? Game Pass is huge. It ain't going away. And Xbox, for as much as I don't like the Activision acquisition, as we've discussed, yeah, they're coming for your throat, brother. And you know, you're going to need to compete because unlike what Randy Pitchford thinks, Brett, it's a direct competitor and you have to respond.
Josh, there's an old adage, a tale as old as time that has been passed down through the generations. Do you know what it is?
Use code SLICK to save 10% on W.
That, but also Xbox ain't got games.
They ain't got games.
Xbox finally got games.
Xbox got games. Xbox got software. Xbox got hardware. Xbox got cloud streaming. And Xbox got Activision.
Xbox has it all right now. And quite frankly, PlayStation needed something. So you know what PlayStation did? They got games. They got PS3 games. Yeah. If there's anyone that can make it happen, it's Mark Cerny.
Yeah, Mark Cerny we trust. And listen, man, there's so many good games relegated out to sea, shipwrecked, stranded, playing freaking Lord of the Flies on an island somewhere on PS3.
Do you know what would be huge? What would be very huge is if, unlike the Xbox backwards compatibility program, this allowed you to put any game in, regardless of licensing, regardless of anything, and just worked. Because with Xbox, they needed to relicense everything. They needed to relicense.
Putting it in the disk drive?
I guess. Or just making it, if it's on the PlayStation 3 store still, make it available to purchase on PlayStation 5. Because the thing with Xbox is there are games that aren't allowed to be on backwards compatibility because of licensing issues, whether it's music or, you know, all that other shit.
Steven says, under the leadership of based Jim Ryan, let's be honest here. Ain't nobody telling Mark Cerny what to do in the fucking R&D hardware department. Ain't nobody telling my man what to do. He is running the ship over there.
So
Lock,
this is
stock and loaded barrel, my man.
This is a great point, though. Jim Ryan
sucks.
He's been very critical of PlayStation's older titles, saying that nobody wants to play these games. Why would you want to play old games? So something must have changed.
Why would you want to play old games? Well, let's think about it for a second. You have two major franchises of every major installment in them relegated on this piece of shit console. The PlayStation 3 is a piece of shit. Let's not fucking beat around the bush there. It sucks. It's the dumbest thing ever.
So I just read a news article. There is a PlayStation 4 emulator on Linux. You can emulate PlayStation 4, but we still can't properly emulate PS3.
No. So I'm thinking Resistance.
Yep.
And I'm thinking, even though there's a title on PS4, but oh god,
Def Jam Fight for New York.
No, the other
Def Jam Icons.
The other, well, Twisted Metal is another one, but that's
Killzone.
Killzone, yes.
Yeah.
Killzone.
Yeah, there are quite a few franchises that are stuck on PS3. That would be nice to play.
Yeah. So I think it's a no-brainer, and I think it's also smart because PlayStation really needs to diversify their portfolio. They are the third-person, single-player action company.
Yeah.
You need first-person shooters. Xbox has them. You need puzzle games. Xbox has them. You need to diversify your first-party portfolio. And what better way than to resurrect old, beloved franchises?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, literally Silent Hill HD, Metal Gear Solid HD. There's these classic franchises. Like Metal Gear Solid 4 is not playable on anything but PS3. So there you go.
They need FPSs, this is what Steven says, especially since Activision will be Microsoft now. Time for Killzone or Resistance Survival. Yes.
Bring back Rigs.
Rigs Combat Evolved.
Yeah. I do agree. Killzone or Resistance, that is the way to do it.
Yeah. And I really want to play Killzone, by the way. Maybe I'm just being... Or not Killzone. Resistance, by the way. Both. But especially Resistance. And if they have an FPS boost, like feature... Mm-hmm. It's over.
Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to Haptic Intel. Did you do it? Subscribe right now.